Welcome to this episode of Tungsten 4.0. Here is a mod you might not have thought of, or if you have, you haven't found the right option. So if you're anything like me, I've been looking for a black pony emblem for the front grille, and I just can't find one anywhere. I've checked eBay, Craigslist, Facebook, all kind of websites on the Google search result. I've checked everywhere. There's one site that sells a cover for them, but they're out of stock and not getting any more in stock. So this time we're going to do a paint job, and now I did not want to do this. This is the last resort because I don't want any chipping. I don't want to have to treat it like it's delicate, but we're going to do this and try to do it right. The first thing is I'm going to have to turn this car around so I can show you what we're going to be doing and have enough light to do so. It is winter here and the sun sets early, but we can work with this for today. This is actually the first time she's ever been backed into this garage. I like it. This pony is actually just on by pins, and I think it's pressure. So we may not have to take off the radiator cover under the hood. Let's find out for sure. Right away I've realized it's going to be a lot better to do this from behind the grille than to pry the horse off the front. So start off with a Phillips and a flat blade screwdriver and just unscrew these pins all the way and pry off the washer part with the flat blade. Once you have the radiator cover off, you can get behind here and see how the horse is mounted. Now, it's difficult to film, so I apologize. Right down there you can see one of the pins that it's connected to, and there's several of them there. So we're going to try to push on those and get this thing off. Yes, that happened. Moving on. Step one is going to be removing the front bumper completely from the car with the grille attached to it. And the reason is it's very risky to remove your front grille from the bumper without scratching the paint, and it's also next to impossible. So with that being said, we're going to start removing the bumper. I have a tutorial on this already. It's my video about installing the GT style grille on a V6 Mustang. If you want to see how to remove the front bumper, the link is in the description. So we're going to fast forward now till the bumper is off. Now with the bumper off, we can really see behind the grille, and we can see how the pony is attached on there. These pins are difficult. You'll see that with the pins, they're really only meant to go on once. So to get them off, we're going to push evenly on each of them. I think there's 5 or 6. We're going to make sure not to break any since we're reusing the emblem. If you're replacing the emblem, snap them off. It'll be really easy, and then it'll come right off the grille. These are the pins that go in through the emblem, and the little retainer washer is super tight, and it's a plastic pin. So when you're replacing this, it's super easy to just snap these off, but in this case we gotta save it. Now we have success. Used to be 4 pins and now there's 2. You pry up the retainer enough to get pliers on both sides of the washer. You can wiggle them off very gently. It's almost ridiculous. So I recommend getting a new one, but they're not that cheap. Now if you find a cheap one on eBay, let me know. That if it fits the 05 to 09 GT grille, that would be great, because it'd be way easier just to get a new one and break these off to get it off. Now it's finally time to take this and make it gloss black. There it is with no pony at all, just kind of a flat spot there. Pretty cool. It already gives me the vibe of the black look. I am going to be taking some 800 grit sandpaper here, and it's surprisingly pretty rough, but I think it's good. Overall, it'll get worn down a little bit. Another trick too would just be to wear it down on wood or something like that to fill in some of the deeper texture on that. But just go ahead and wash it down first. Use a microfiber and get in between the legs underneath. All of the spots that are hard to get, make sure it's super duper clean. Then go ahead, sand it, rinse it down again, dry it off, and then we're going to be ready for paint. After one coat, you can see it needs a second. Right there on the legs, there are two thin spots that show silver, but the rest is super gloss black. I would say at the very minimum here, this is very controversial to do. It completely changed the look of the front of the car. I mean, it's been a few days now already, and I'm still just getting used to it. I might even change it back to chrome with a new one, because I just don't know if I like the way it looks. I mean, you can see it in most of the light, but sometimes it's just completely gone and you can't see it's there. I'd almost like it better if I had the chrome horse with completely blacked out fog lights. That might be a better look for me. But that's just because I'm so used to the chrome and a very retro look on the car. So here you can see just how much it changes the car. But if you're going for a very aggressive performance, muscle look, this is definitely the way to go. Now with that being said, I also got rid of the tire stickers with a new set of tires, so the whole car looks different. I think I'm just adjusting to everything all at once. No tire stickers on there and no chrome. See, you can get a glare on the horse and it still looks good. It is gloss black where the grille is matte black, so it stands out a bit. There's no doubt about it. It stands out, looks good. So I might keep it. I'm still undecided completely. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, and I'd love to see what the front of your Mustang looks like and how you've changed it, made it your own, and customized it as well. Now we look a little bit more modern here, but it's controversial to say the least. Some days it doesn't even look like it's on there. But anyway, we are going to be at the Philly Auto Show February 2nd, so I'm going to be streaming live, recording a couple videos for you as well with the Shelby GT500. It's going to be there. Stang Mode is going to be there. Can't wait to meet him, team up with him for an awesome video that day. So stay tuned. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you on the next one.